Pac-12 game going on, which is another doozy here with one great defensive team. Utah is going to be playing at Colorado, and here's a game where two great teams here. Utah 17-4 record overall. Colorado only 11-10 overall, but 10-3 at home, and it's a rivalry game. Utah here has been covering numbers for quite a while. 15-4 spread run, a cover machine. Just 3-3 straight up on the road. But you go back the last couple of years, Utah 37-14-2 against the spread. They come off the weekend series down in Los Angeles where they lost at UCLA 69-59, but bounced back with an impressive win at USC. 67-39, they allowed 26% shooting. This team just plays phenomenal defense, Jeff, for Larry Krystkowiak.
Yeah, Krystkowiak's done a tremendous job rebuilding his program. Utah's 14-5-1 against the spread this season, 9-3 at home, 3-2-1 away. 17-4 straight up. They lost that reverse revenge game at UCLA last week, and their other three losses have been against some of the best teams in the country: Arizona, Kansas, and San Diego State. One of the top shooting teams in the country at 49.7%. The Hody opponents to only 37.8%, and Utah shoots 40% from the three-point line. Coming off that dominating win at USC last year on this floor, Colorado won in overtime, 79-75. But this team is not as good as last year, even though they were supposed to be. A lot of publications had Colorado in the top 20, but they've really underachieved this season. They lost 5 out of the last 7 against the spread. They're 10-1. And 7-3-1 at home, 2-6 away. I had my blockbuster win on Saturday was UCLA over Colorado. The reason was because Colorado was coming off that triple overtime win against SC on Thursday, so we had a letdown situation plus a tired team, so that worked out. But right now, I can't go against Utah in this situation, even though they're on the road. I'm going to there'll be a slight favorite here, but I'm going to lay the points with Utah.
All right, Colorado, these teams did split at home with Colorado winning on this court 79-75. However, it was in overtime. Buffalo's right now under Tad Boyles struggling a bit with injuries. They're on a 2-5 run overall. They do play their best basketball at home at 10-3. But right now, boy, you got some injuries here to junior Josh Scott, the big man in the middle. 13.8 points per game, but he's been sidelined for a month with a back injury. And then you get the status of the junior forward, Xavier Johnson, over 12 points per game, has an ankle injury, and he's kind of day-to-day. So, Zach, have they called you at all for suiting up for Colorado?
Oh, man. The Pac-12, that is, if you have injuries in a major conference like the Pac-12, the limited depth that Colorado has, you're going to have problems. And that's one thing about this team, even when they were healthy last year, when they played strong defensive teams. I went to the Pac-12 tournament at the MGM last year and followed it pretty good. But when they play teams with great defense, they struggle. The reason why, they rely on Ashiya Booker way too much. He shoots the ball like he's in the NBA. He's got free reign and just freelance all the time. And when he's hot, it's watch out for the other team. But with Utah's perimeter defense and the big men inside, I just don't see him slashing and shooting jump shots the whole game without Utah making the adjustments. And with Xavier Johnson and Josh Scott, they've been in and out of the lineup. They need that depth in there to hold with Utah, and I just don't see that happening. I don't know who their second leader scorer is this year for Colorado, but they have not been getting enough contributions from the shooting guard position or small forward position. So I think they're probably a year away from getting back in the thick of things, but it's just not going to happen. Even with Utah traveling on the road to Colorado, I think this spread will probably be open for Utah 4.5, and it'll probably move up to 5.5 by tip-off.
Okay, well, I'm going to look at a defensive game because Colorado, with those injuries, 2 of the top 3 players as far as scoring are hurting. They're not going to be able to play an up-tempo game here. They're going to have to slow it down, and at home you're more likely to do that. Colorado 10-4 under the total when they face the Pac-12. And then this Utah defense is just phenomenal no matter where they play. How about 17-5 under the total on the road for the Utes? And when they go on the road to face a team with a winning home record like they're facing here, also 17-5 under the total. So I'm going to look for a defensive game on Saturday night. Okay, let's come up with some best bets. And also, if you want to subscribe to Jim Feist's YouTube page, it's called Sports Betting. Just click on that link right above us. Also, see that basketball down there? That is a link to jimfeist.com. You can go there and find articles, free plays, stats, top plays from Zach, Jeff, Jim Feist, and more, as well as his Feist Fast Facts. All right, Jeff, what do you have coming up for the weekend, and you have a best bet for anyone?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a week of basketball, NBA, and college basketball for only $5. Just call LVSS at 1-866-575-8916. Also, this week at JimFeist.com, I have a 3-game college basketball package. Had a good Saturday last week, 7-3, including that blockbuster win with UCLA on a 9-4 college basketball run in the last few days as we're doing the show. So just call LVSS at 1-866-575-8916. Get a week for $5, and also go to JimFeist.com.
All right, and Zach, you're doing your regular 4 and 5 packs on the weekend. Where can folks get those in college basketball?
At JimFeist.com, right under the handicappers link with Jeff and the whole staff. You'll find me on there. 85-47-4 in college basketball. I had a great run in non-conference. January was a bit above 500 basketball for me, but it's better that way than to lose. So I think right now I'm ready to get on a good streak in college basketball, and we'll start things off this week. On JimFeist.com, 45-game package like usual, $45 to $55. As far as the best bet, I like the quality picks that all of us have given out. My 3 picks, hopefully those could go 2-1 or 3-0 as free best bet plays, but no strong best bets right now.
All right, well, Jim Feist, he did have the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, so he's cursing Pete Carroll and the offensive coordinator, as a lot of people around the country are. He was 5-2 with his Super Bowl prop plays, plus he's on a 9-1-1 run with NBA Games of the Year. You can get those and more at JimFeist.com. My best bet on the show will be that Utah-Colorado game under the total. All right, make sure you take advantage at JimFeist.com with these Las Vegas experts. Check it out, as well as the free Feist Fast Facts in the top right-hand corner. Basketball projected scores as stats on every game, and it's free right there at JimFeist.com. And we will see you next week with another edition of the college basketball version of ProLine. Good luck, everyone.